Filing of nominations starts on the day of notification of election and public notice. The candidate may present his nomination papers on this day or on any of the days fixed for filing of nominations, which is not a public holiday. We also have with us Sudha Devi, a prospective candidate, has come to file her nomination. With her, let us have a look at the requirements for a valid nomination. To start with, the form. It's Form 2A for the Lok Sabha and Form 2B for a Legislative Assembly. The nomination paper is to be presented before the RO or the specified ARO only. It can only be filed at the place mentioned in the public notice. It can be filed only between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. during the period for filing nominations as per the schedule notified by the ECI. Repeat, only between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. during the period for filing nominations as per the schedule notified by the ECI. The nomination is to be filed only by the candidate or any of the proposers. It cannot be sent by post or through any other person. Nomination is to be signed by the candidate and the prescribed number of proposers. While one proposer is enough for a recognized national or state party of the same state, 10 proposers are needed for all other candidates, including recognized state parties of other states. These proposers have to be electors of the constituency concerned. In case the proposers are illiterate, their thumb impressions have to be attested by the RO or an officer authorized by the Election Commission of India, the ECI, who is not below the rank of an SDO. For reserved constituencies, candidates have to give a declaration specifying the caste or tribe to which they belong. An SC/ST status certificate of a reasonably recent date is required. Also, a contestant dismissed from any government office who wants to contest an election within 5 years of dismissal has to submit a certificate from the ECI stating that the dismissal was not for corruption or disloyalty to the state. If the candidate is an elector of a different constituency, he or she has to submit extract of entries in the relevant electoral roll. This, however, can also be filed by the time of scrutiny. In that case, the RO is to give a notice in the checklist. Also, the candidate is required to file affidavit in Form 26. This can also be filed till 3 p.m. on the last date of filing nominations. Once again, the RO has to give a notice if this is not filed. All columns in the affidavit are required to be filled. Sushil has spotted a blank column in one of the affidavits. So, he is giving a notice to the candidate to file a fresh affidavit with all columns filled by the time fixed for scrutiny of nominations. He has specified the columns that are left blank in the checklist. The ECI does not intend to exclude people from contesting. Therefore, in the case of a doubt, the benefit should go in favor of the candidate.